more Cake Yes Ma'am Badass Edible Art. I'm Jelena, and thanks for joining in on another Fake It With Me on our Thursday night. Every Thursday night, I do a Fake It With Me. On the fourth Thursday of the month, I do a Fix It Friday where I can help you fix your cake issues or whatever other issues there may be. So if you have a cake issue, make sure you DM me after the show and let me know what's going on, and then maybe I can put you in a Fix It Friday. So wait, yeah, every fourth Thursday is a Fix It Friday, and I can fix your cake issues.
Delora Cakery says that she doesn't see the button to add people.
I'm not sure what kind of phone you're on, but for Apple phones, it looks like an airplane. And for Android, if anybody's out there that's an Android, please, by all means, tell her what it is. I'm not too sure. I have no earthly idea.
We're at 13.
We're at 13. Hey, y'all. So, again, every fourth Thursday of the month, I do a Fix It Friday live here on Thursday to post it again on Friday on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see any of this replays from the Fix It Fridays and the Fake It With Me on the Thursday nights, you'll see it on my YouTube channel on Fridays, where you'll see all the tools and everything like that in the description as well. I'm just going to put it in on my Instagram. Give me a second. Uno momento. Perfect.
Sacra Pan, I think that's the name, is giving you eyes.
Hi, boo. That's my man. Hey. So, again, I'm Jelena from More Cake Yes Ma'am Badass Edible Art, and we're here with another Fake It With Me, and I got some goodies for y'all. Do y'all see these goodies? Besides me, I told you there was going to be some of this shimmering. Look, these smell so good. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. I'm going to teach you guys 3 ways to doctor up a box mix. Really easy, simple, and let me tell you how good these taste, okay? Because we were munching away on them a couple minutes ago. So we're going to do a watermelon cake, an orange creamsicle. I don't think y'all heard me. We're going to do a watermelon cake. A watermelon cake. This is bomb. It tastes so good. Like so good. And then we're going to do an orange creamsicle cake. I feel so excited because this orange creamsicle cake tastes like ice cream. It's so smooth. It's like velvety, beautiful on my tongue. And then we're going to do a coconut cream cake. And this coconut cream cake, I'm not even a coconut girl. I only like coconut on my shrimp. You know, those coconut shrimps that you get at Outback with that like honey dip that they have. That's what I like. I love this cake. It is so delicious. So soft, so fluffy, so moist. So we're going to do that, and we're going to decorate them. Hopefully we can decorate them really pretty and they don't like run amok on us because they're so tiny. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the recipe for the watermelon cake. Get your screenshot started now. If you don't screenshot it now, don't worry. You can always check out my YouTube channel tomorrow on my Instagram, on my YouTube, where you'll see the replay for what we're doing here tonight. So for the watermelon cake, you're going to want to use 1 vanilla cake mix, 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1 Jolly Rancher watermelon jello. That's this one right here. I've only ever seen them at Walmart. I haven't seen them at Publix. They may be at your local grocery store. 1 teaspoon of red food gel coloring and 2/4 teaspoon of watermelon extract. But listen, you can never go too watermelon-y, so put as much as you want. Now, when we put all this together, it was the cake mix. I'm going to tell you guys how we did it. We threw the cake mix in there, and I'm using the Betty Crocker all white cake mix. That's the base for it, okay? The cake mix in it, and then we did 2 eggs, and then the 1/4 cup of water. I'm not following the recipe that's on the back, the ingredients that the box is calling for. And then I did 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. After that, you're going to want to throw in your Jolly Rancher watermelon flavored jello, okay? Be careful, because if the dust hits you, it's like sour punches in the face, all right? And when you eat this cake, you're going to feel that little sourness right there in the back. That's when you know you got it perfectly right, okay? This cake literally tastes like you're eating, my mouth is salivating. Hold on. I gotta pick my. You know when Wendy Williams be talking about food and she starts drooling? That's how I feel right now. So you're gonna want to make sure you know that this is going to be the best thing you probably ever eaten. And I have never had a watermelon cake until we made this. It is so good, so good. So this will hit you, like punch you in the face with like this smell of divine watermelon and Jolly Rancher all in one. But be careful because the fumes are really like high. So, but you're also going to want to do a teaspoon of red food gel. You can have it as dark as you want, as red as you want. We only put in a teaspoon, which made it like this perfect pinkish red, which is kind of like that ashy watermelon color. We use just a regular Wilton. It's not even the no taste one. It's just regular Wilton red food gel coloring. And as far as the watermelon flavor extract, I'm using that Lorraine one. You know, you guys have seen them at Michael's or your local cake art store. They're these little bottles. They come in all different flavors. A lot of candy people, a lot of candy apple treat people use them. So yeah, we use this in it instead of our regular extract. So when I made the buttercream for it, let me tell you something. This buttercream, it smells so good. It smells so good. Do you believe me? I promise you it smells good. So I made the buttercream, my basic buttercream recipe. I say make whatever buttercream makes you happy. If you go to the store and purchase your buttercream and it's pre-made, that's fine too. All I did was just add some of this Lorraine watermelon extract to it, and it just like heightened it all up. It's perfect, perfect. You don't even have to do watermelon buttercream with it. You can just do plain vanilla buttercream, and it'll still be good because the cake is so buttercreamy. Like you just can't get enough of it. It's just all I'm smelling is watermelon and deliciousness and perfection all in one, and I'm so excited. Super excited. All right, so let's decorate these. I'm gonna take this off. This off too, because this ain't working for me. Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and start frosting this. I don't know how I'm gonna decorate this. Just something really simple. Now, I normally only ever have like the basic flavors on my menu. Like when somebody wants an order, I'm like, great, you can get this vanilla cake or this chocolate cake, and I pray to God you don't ask me for no red velvet. And I just keep it really simple because I don't want to have to like color all this buttercream or color a bunch of cake or anything like that. Like I don't want to worry about that. I kind of like, it's kind of a little bit of annoying to have to do all those things. But in this case, yeah. I hope somebody orders a watermelon cake for me. And I hope they order it from you too. Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna frost this baby. I'm so excited. Like I just can't wait to like get my hands on it, cut a piece of it.
Delore Cakery loves your boards.
Thanks. What board?
I think your writing boards.
Oh, my writing boards? Thank you. Alrighty. So now I'm putting this watermelon. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand. Mama is happy. Okay? Mama don't get happy for cake all the time. I am happy. My Alicia behind the camera, she told me a story last week about how she came across watermelon cake one time, and she didn't get to try it, but that like intrigued me to be like, oh my God, we have to do that for this segment. We have to make watermelon.
Y'all not gonna get anything really out of here. Yeah, it's.
I wish this is when they invented smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision. Let's listen. Y'all are missing out. And my buttercream is so smooth. It's an American crusted buttercream, and it's so smooth. Like it's just so smooth. Oh God. I don't know, y'all. I might not last. This cake may not last. Definitely gonna have to eat some of this.
Oh my God, it does smell good.
Right? Can you smell that? Like the aroma of watermelon? Like how amazing would this be if you were doing someone's cake order and they ordered also treats that were watermelon flavor, or, you know, and it's the summer. Maybe it's the summer and these are great summer flavors that you can offer to your customers. Oh God, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I was really nervous to do tonight's live because I'm like, what if people aren't gonna like it? And then I realized, like, I don't care if people don't like it. I love it. I'm in love with this watermelon cake. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever frosted a 4-inch cake before, this little trick I do. I normally use a dowel, but I don't have any dowels with me. And I just stick the dowel straight down the middle so that way I have something to hold on to. So right now I'm just going to stick a straw straight down the middle. So that way I have more control over my...
I feel like you. I'm like, the cake smells so good.
Right?
I'm going to back up in a second.
You don't want to listen.
Right?
Listen. So I'm just going to do a crumb coat. I know I tell you guys, don't ever dig into your good buttercream, but it's all good. This isn't for an order. This is just for me to eat.
Dream Cakery says she hates small cakes. Or she hates frosting them.
Right. So a little thing that I do when my customers order cakes and like the cake gets really tall to the point where it gets to a 4-inch cake, like I won't bake a 4-inch cake. So, and I don't invest in 4-inch pans. What I do is that will just be a dummy cake, a styrofoam cake, because to me there's no point of having a headache of trying to frost it and make it look good. I'm just gonna go get a 4-inch dummy at whatever height I want it to be and call it a day. But this is something I've learned from the times that I have frosted cakes. Just put a little dowel down the middle of it and it helps you hold it.
The only Emma J says yay for summer flavors.
Yes. Get y'all summer flavors on now, guys.
And when we were talking about it last week, we said we could put like, I guess, chocolate chips in it for...
Yeah. So we were saying, like, I didn't want to ruin it by adding like chocolate chips just for the effect of looking like a watermelon. So I preferred I didn't want to do that. But if you want to do that, you go right ahead. But I just didn't want that on my conscience. So you can also maybe do even black sprinkles and put them in there. So that way you can have those like little seeds of watermelon seeds effect in it. I'm giving this a good crumb coat. It's a nice thin crumb coat. And then I'm going to set it in the freezer so then I can do a nice cute little final coat with it. And then we're going to move on to the next flavor that I'm excited for. I have 1 hour and 3 cakes to frost. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh, my watermelon girl is leaning, child. That is okay. Now again, if you want to know what the recipe is for this watermelon cake, it's 1 vanilla box mix cake, it's 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. We use the Jolly Rancher watermelon flavored jello, and we used 1 teaspoon of red food dye coloring. It's the gel food from Wilton. And we used 2 4 teaspoons of watermelon extract. But again, you can never go too wrong with it. Go ahead and get your screenshots in now so you know how to make this. This is really a good recipe, especially if you're not a scratch baker, which is fine because you don't have to be. I make things from scratch, but I don't consider myself a scratch baker. I don't even consider myself a baker. But this is perfect for those who just want to use the base, your vanilla cake mix, and then add all the extra. You want to zhuzh it up a little bit. Give it a little glam. Give sis a little earrings, a purse, you know what I'm saying? Give her some accessories to that flavor. A box mix, all that is just your base. It's just like the Swan flour mix that you get. The Swan cake mix at the store that your mamas and your grandmas used to use. That's all that is. The difference is, now they've just pre-measured everything for you. My buttercream is so good. It's so good. All right, Jelena, get it together. I need to stop playing with this watermelon.
Sassy Sweets 843 wants to know, will you post the recipe later?
Yes, boo. So tomorrow, if you guys want to watch the replay of this or get the recipes and where we got all of the ingredients from, it'll be on my YouTube channel, which is in the link in my description on my Instagram. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and hit the notification button so that way you can always be notified when I post my stuff.
I can't pronounce this. It's so simple though, but I'm going to say NAOD wants to know, is the buttercream flavored?
The buttercream is. So it's regular vanilla butter, American crusted buttercream that I make from scratch, and then it's some watermelon extract in it, and then that gave it its flavor. And I poured a lot of watermelon extract in it, just so it can be like super watermelon-y, and it is so good. Okay, I think we got a good crumb coat. All right, you stop fussing with it. I'm gonna go set this in the freezer. I'll be back. Now to the creamsicle. All right, so now we're gonna do the creamsicle cake. And the creamsicle cake, if you want that recipe, oh God, what is that recipe? If you want that recipe, Alicia, go right ahead and read it for everybody.
Okay, the orange creamsicle cake is 1 vanilla cake mix, 2 eggs, 1 1/4 cup water, 1/4 cup of oil, 1 orange jello mix, and 2 teaspoons of orange extract.
Get your screenshots in now. Again, if you feel like you're going to miss anything or you're not going to be able to watch the whole thing, this will be available on my YouTube channel, as it always is, tomorrow, on Fridays. Let me get another spatula. Okay, so the same thing we did with the watermelon cake is this. Go ahead.
Oh, Beautifully Made Cupcakes wants to know how much does this make? I'm not sure what cake she's talking about, and if she's talking about the cake or the buttercream.
Okay, so 1 box mix, no matter so all of this is just for 1 box mix, right? 1 box mix can make 2 6 inches and 2 inches in height cake pans, or 1 8-inch 2 inches in height cake pan. Okay, so 1 box mix will do 2 6 inches or 1 8-inch, and that's all the recipes. Anytime you use Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines or whatever other name brand, what's that little doughboy?
Pillsbury.
Pillsbury Doughboy. Pillsbury Doughboy. They all make 2 6 inches and 1 8-inch. Okay? Just to help y'all out there.
She said thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So the same thing that we did with the watermelon cake is exactly what we did with the orange creamsicle cake, where we added all of those ingredients. The only difference is we didn't add any food gel coloring in it because the Jell-O already gave it its color. So we didn't have to add any extra. And not to mention, I wanted this to look creamy, and I didn't want it to look orange.
It doesn't look like Cheetos.
Right, like I didn't want it to look like Cheetos, exactly. Because when you eat the orange creamsicle ice cream, like I got chills because I'm so excited. When you eat the orange creamsicle ice cream, and the inside there's actually white cream that turns a little orangey soft cream because all the orange on the outside. If you don't know what I'm talking about, eat an orange creamsicle ice cream pop and you'll understand. So that's our cake, and then for the buttercream, I did something a little different. I actually made whipped cream from scratch. You don't have to make whipped cream from scratch if you don't know how. You can just go purchase it. But basically how you make whipped cream from scratch is you just use whipping cream. You're going to use 1 cup of whipping cream. If you want this recipe, write it down. 1 cup of whipping cream. And then 2 spoonfuls of regular sugar. And let that whisk. You don't want to do this by hand, child. It's going to take you forever. Let it whisk. Use your electric mixer or your hand mixer. And it's going to get all light and fluffy. At first you think, oh, it's light and fluffy. No. Just keep whisking. Just keep whisking until it actually looks like the whipping cream that comes out of the can. And once you get that down packed, you're going to mix that in with your American crusted buttercream. Okay, so your American crusted buttercream that you make or you go purchase, you're going to mix that together with the whipping cream you just made. Okay? And then you're going to add some orange extract. I use the best of the best and the most expensive vanilla extract and orange extract. This is by Nissan Macy. Orange extract. It's really good when you smell it. You smell a hint of orange, but it's very like vodka, alcoholish. It's very good. So I use that in it. And then I also zested 1 whole orange, and I added that in. And then I squeezed half an orange, all the juice in there, and then I muddled half an orange. Basically, I took out all the inside, and I put it in this also, and mixed it all together. Made it all nice and smooth. Sometimes you're going to probably have to add some more powdered sugar to bring it all together so it's not like a muddy mess. So if you come and look, you're gonna see some orange right there. See some pieces of orange in the buttercream. That's what I want. Do you see that up there? Piece of orange right there. Is that showing through on the camera? Yeah. So yeah, so I put some oranges in it. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Amazing. The reason why I did a whipping cream with this one rather than just a regular buttercream like I did for the watermelon is because the an orange creamsicle cake is supposed to be creamy. And that's what I wanted for this. I wanted to taste creamy. I wanted the texture to be really creamy and really soft. And then I also still wanted the like the oranges in it and that pop of like, ooh, I'm actually biting into an orange. Okay.
Like all three of these cakes just takes me back to my childhood. Like that reminds me of an orange sickle.
Right?
The other one is like a Jolly Rancher, and this
Right?
is like a coconut cream pie. Like it's, yeah.
These are perfect flavors. If you're just joining in, hi, I'm Jelena from More Cake. Yes, ma'am. Badass out of art. And today I'm showing you 3 ways on how to doctor up a box mix. Excuse me if I'm spitting and salivating. It's only because these flavors are really good and they're the smell just hits you. Like, it's right in front of me. All I'm smelling is orange right now. Where before I was smelling watermelon when I was working on that cake. Yes. And I'm really excited because I just want to eat these. If you're just making this for yourself, eat them warm. When it comes right out of the oven, you understand.
I think this is Della BHE Cake says, can you tell her to bring the coconut one in February to brunch? Or I'm sorry, no, to Brenda. I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, she says, can you tell her to bring her the coconut one in February, Brenda?
I hope I can bring the coconut one in February. We shall see. We shall see. Brenda's being a little funny right now. It's a little inside joke I can't share with y'all. I'm sorry.
208 Bakes says hi.
Hey.
You're getting a lot of waves.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? If you're just coming in, know that this is an orange creamsicle cake. It's made, the base is a box cake, but we zhuzhed it up for y'all.
Let me show them the recipe again.
So check out this recipe for the orange creamsicle cake. Make sure you take your screenshots. If you miss anything today, remember you can always watch the replay on my YouTube channel. This is a perfect fake it with me episode today because this is what it's all about. It's about not baking from scratch and maybe, using a box mix and adding whatever flavors you want to do. Doctoring it up as much as you want to. You don't have to be the normal. You never have to be the normal. I grew up and I was always the weird girl. I was popular, but I was like the popular weird girl. Like, oh, Jelena, she's a little strange. So, I don't give a shit. Oh yeah, I'm strange. Yes, I talk out my ass. Yes, I cuss a lot. Yes, I won't date just anybody. I was very picky. No, I don't eat cheese and I don't drink milk. And no, I'm not lactose intolerant. No, I don't eat pizza. I was just that girl. And it's okay if you are too. Don't let nobody tell you you got baked from scratch. That is bullshitnitzo.
You gotta talk about your quote for the week.
Oh yeah. Okay. So every time I come on here, you guys know I have like a little inspirational quote for y'all. So I can remind y'all at the end of the day who the hell's boss up in this bitch. So today's quote is short-term pain with long-term gain. Okay? Short-term pain with long-term gain. At the end of the day, it's not going to hurt forever. And it's not going to take you forever. It's not going to be overnight. You're not going to get it right away. But trust me, it doesn't last. The pain does not last forever. Whatever you may be going through today, it's not going to last forever, okay? If you're having a problem sculpting, frosting, hell, if you're looking for a job, If you're having real life problems, medical issues, listen. Everything can always be defeated. Don't give up and keep pushing. Because you're talking to someone here that's going through a lot of things. I can't give up. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to do this for me. Can I get an amen?
Well,
I'm going to pop this in the freezer and then we're going to move on to the next cake.
you're getting a lot of amens and hellos.
Amen and hello. All right, next cake. It's the coconut cake. I'm gonna move this out to the side, get this out the way. I don't need any of you right now. Okay, so the coconut cake, same thing again. Why don't you go ahead and read them over the recipe there, Alicia, for us.
Okay, so for the coconut cream cake, we have 1 vanilla cake mix, 2 eggs, 1 1/4 cup water, a 1/3 cup of oil, and 1 cup of cream of coconut, and 5 teaspoons of coconut extract. You're getting a lot of heart eye emojis right now.
Hey! Thank you guys for your love. I appreciate every single one of you. You don't understand how much I do appreciate you. And if you think at the end of the day that I take anybody for advantage, I don't. I read all comments. I try my best to answer everybody as best as I can, reply back, reply to emails, support one another. Okay. Alrighty, so now we have the coconut one, right? So again, for the buttercream, I did something a little different. I did the whipping cream, just like I did for the creamsicle one. So I did the whipping cream as my base, and I added some coconut extract to it. And then I added my regular American crusted buttercream to it, right? And then after I added that, I also added some of what's also in the cake, the cream of coconut. We put this in the cake also. I've added this to the buttercream, okay? So I've added that to the buttercream with the coconut extract. And be careful of the extract you use. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you can afford. If it's imitation or if it's pure extract, it's up to you. But the only thing I'm saying is make sure whatever extract you're using, you smell them. Okay? Because just because it smells more coconutty doesn't mean the flavor is going to be coconutty. I don't know if you guys ever watched any like baking or cooking channels or anything like that. You ever seen a chef actually eat the raw food so he can see what it tastes like? That's what you want to do. So with your batter, you want to taste it a little bit. Don't worry, you ain't. I'm not a medical expert and I can't say I am. But you ain't gonna die. Okay, you're gonna be okay. Try the batter, make sure the flavor's there. Because then you also gotta remember when it bakes, the flavor starts to disappear a little bit. So you may have to add a little bit more. Okay? With your extracts, you want to taste the extract and make sure that that's the extract you want to use. Smell it, see if it's the right smell, because sometimes it ain't the right taste. You know what I mean? Like, those things go hand in hand. Don't go hand in hand. And then, so I added the cream, coconut cream also, with some of the extract in it.
We're 30 minutes in.
Oh, 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes, y'all. Okay. All right, I can do this. I can do this. Right? I'm going to take one step at a time and hurry the hell up. Okay. Again, this is just a little trick I've used. Frosting smaller cakes. Add a dowel down the middle. The freezer helps tremendously. If you can, pop these suckers in the freezer. So I added the all of that. I whisked it together with my electric mixer, and I also added more powdered sugar because it was getting a little watered down. And now this is even softer. It is so smooth and so soft, right? Because when you eat like a coconut cream pie, they use like whipping cream. Well, when you're making a cake order, you can't really use whipping cream because it's way too soft and it won't hold up on your cake. Like, it'll melt in a minute, child. In a minute. Ask me how I know. Because I was unknowing of this information and I once made a cake with whipping cream. And child, that cake just died.
The only image says you got this, Jelena.
Who said that?
The only Emma J.
Oh, thanks, Babs. Thank you.
You don't even like coconut.
I
That's the
don't
funny
even-
part.
I'm not even big on coconut, but this is some good shiznitzel. I would say like coconut and chocolate go so. Look, my mouth is just watering. Coconut and chocolate go hand in hand. If you're ever making this cake as a drip cake and drop some chocolate on this bad boy and some of those Rochera chocolates, I don't know how to pronounce it. Rochera.
I'm not gonna help you because I can't help you. I usually got you,
They
but
come in little gold balls and they cost
Ferrero
like $2.
Rocher or something.
Ferrero Rocher, yeah, those. Sprinkle some of those in between. Listen, I'm giving y'all a whole new recipe. You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, and if you make that and you know me, make sure you hook a sister up because that just oh my god. My mouth is watering. Okay, we need to hurry up. See, this buttercream is so smooth. It's like falling off of my offset spatula here. I'm just trying to do like a little Raggedy Ann crumb coat here. And then we're gonna get the watermelon out. I'm gonna decorate him. I feel like the watermelon is a him, but I feel like the creamsicle, that's my girl. That's my girl.
So is the coconut the androgynous one? Like it's a toss up? Like
Maybe.
okay.
Maybe. I would just sign her up, but she good too. Ooh, that. Oh, honey, you know what? I'm gonna hook up my friend, cause she just watching me.
The only Emma J says it's Rocher.
Excuse me. Would you like to try some of them?
Yes.
It's falling off.
Oh my god, it's so.
Right?
It's like
soft like a cloud. It
wow.
doesn't even sit on your tongue. It's literally you're tasting it and it just.
So it disappeared. I have to do it again, Angelina,
Okay.
because I wasn't sure
I
like
got you, girl.
what just happened because I wasn't ready. It really tastes like a cloud.
It's like you're eating a cloud. It just goes up, just bye in your mouth. It's so perfect. I know, but I'm not a baker, y'all. But I can hook y'all with some baking tips. Okay.
She's a baker.
Now, listen, if you're just joining in, hi, I'm Julie. You guys know I introduced myself like 50 times during these things because I hate when people come in live and they're confused on what the hell they're looking at. Hi, I'm Jelena from More Cake. Yes, ma'am. Badass Edible Art. And this is our this is our Fake It With Me. Yes. And we're doing 3 ways to doctor up a box mix. Give it some, you know, a little bit of accessories. It doesn't just have to be the box mix, that the flavors that they offer you. And this is the coconut one. We did a creamsicle one and we did a watermelon one. Get your screenshots in now. Make sure you're screenshotting these recipes. Now, if you're interested in getting any hands-on learning on any decor, my classes, if you want to even do a pricing class with me, which I just did a pricing class and I added another one on here to Georgia. There's also going to be one going to New York shortly. Make sure you check out my website, www.morecakeym.com. Check out my website. It has all of my classes there in my shop. It has all the things I got going on this year for my tour, my HBIC tour, Head Bitch in Charge. I don't know if y'all realize that. Okay. Now, I don't know why every time I go to Frosted, like now it's just like on a straight lean. She rude. This coconut rude.
Emma J wants to eat clouds along with us.
Listen.
Yeah, it really does taste like a cloud.
It tastes like, it just disappears. I don't know how I do these things. I don't know. I just carry magic around everywhere I go. I don't know.
Beautifully Made Cupcake said that she needs NY info.
Oh, okay. That'll be posted soon. Make sure you keep checking back on my Instagram. That's not 100% confirmed yet, but it may be in the summer.
The only Emma J confirmed that the pricing class is awesome.
The pricing class is awesome. I'm the teacher, I can tell you. It is awesome. I hooked these girls up with some information that they never knew, never heard of, and we had a bomb.com time, okay? I'm going to hook this up in the freezer, and I'll come back with the watermelon. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. Take you out. Okay. Perfect. Now my water, oh my God, you're so good. It's just so good. All right, so now my watermelon is out. It's a little more chilled, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to give this a good final coat with like some rush to it, some pep in my step. If it's not perfect, I don't care, because I'm about to eat the shit out of this. This is when I wish I would have kept them 6 inches. Made life so much more easier for myself.
No, but you are who you are.
Right.
And
I gotta be hella extra.
exactly. So no, that wouldn't have worked.
It's so good. So this is the watermelon one. Again, if you guys want to know how to make the watermelon cake, here's the recipe right here. Go ahead and start screenshotting it to help you out. You want to go ahead and get that watermelon cake in there? Right there. The recipe. Start screenshotting it so that way you know how this bad boy was put together. And let me tell you something. It is so good. So good. I didn't even know watermelon could be a flavor for cake. I never even realized that. Never realized it.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Like, the amount of stuff I've learned in just a month, okay? I've been baking and cake decorating for 12 years. I learned more this month with going out of my comfort zone. If you guys know my work, I'm a sculptor. I sculpt, I make wafer paper flowers, I like really tall cakes. And on these Fix It Fridays and Fake It With Me's, all I've been doing is teaching you guys real basic stuff, and I've been learning along the way too. And the things that I know now, I wish I knew then, right? Because when I started out, nobody was doing classes. Nobody even knew what wilting classes were. That was barely even a thing. Nobody was doing conventions and shows and all of those things. Like there was nobody out there doing those things, right? It was just you at home and whatever you saw on Food Network.
Shun Sweet Treat says, yes, this class is so awesome. Jelena gives you all the info, of course, according to your state, as far as like the pricing class.
Yes, that is true. Thank you, Shun, girl. That is true. According to your state, if you're living in Florida and you come to my class, I gear your information for your state. So we're not just talking about Georgia information. We're talking about Florida information too. So that way you get the correct info. I'm not just giving you, in general, this is what it is. No, I'm telling you what your state is.
We have people from Alabama in the class,
right.
Florida.
Alabama, I geared it towards them. There's a lot of people from Georgia because I'm here in Georgia. I geared it towards them.
I think everybody wants to move to Florida and bake,
right.
is what it looks like.
Right.
Their laws are less strict than the other
right.
ones.
Listen. I'm going to need you to get it together, okay? People are watching live. You're on debut. Don't screw this up. Buttercreamy. No. I just want to eat it. I just want to eat it. Why did I even bother decorating this? I could have just said, you know what? We're just going to try it. Eat it. Call it a day. Like I'm eating candy. Alrighty. 4-inch cakes are the pain in my tush. If you guys want to see any of my classes, again, go to my website, morecakeym.com, and see all the classes I got going on. Check out all the information, see where I'll be this year. I can't believe it's finally here. I've been working towards this tour for a very, very long time. Very, very long time.
Sassy Sweets 843 says, hopes to see you in Columbia.
Oh, in North Carolina. I was like, now we going to Columbia? Yeah, I got confused. Yes. I can't wait to meet all of you guys. There's some of you guys that I've met, and then a lot of you ladies and gentlemen that I haven't met. And I'm actually really excited because you guys really inspire me to want to do more and be better and teach more. I mean, I've been teaching for like 6 years, but meeting you guys lately, it's just been a whirlwind of fun. Y'all crack me up.
Columbia, South Carolina.
South Carolina. What did I say? North Carolina?
It was a Carolina.
Yeah,
It was a Carolina. We had that together.
I got
Yeah.
you, girl. Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta go to South Carolina. That's my daddy's home state. Didn't Clemson Tigers just win? Listen, I can't even talk to y'all about that because football people are real sensitive about this shit. Pretend I ain't say nothing. Okay. Okay. How much time we got left?
We are at 47. So let me.
Okay. Now listen, if I don't have enough time to make all these look pretty, please believe the final photo will be pretty. But I just wanted to make sure you guys are getting these recipes so that way you know how to doctor up your next box mix. If you guys have a Fix It Friday question, basically what problems are you having in the kitchen that you need help with that I could possibly help you with, then please DM me. Let me know what it is that you're wanting to learn. See? And this is the problem. If we did 6 inches, we would just be fine. Wouldn't have to worry about this lean.
But they're so cute. I feel like you just eye rolled.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. I think they're cute too. If I am, it's like this watermelon right here. He real rude. Why didn't anybody go, Jelena? A 4-inch cake? Don't do it.
Sassy Sweets 843 said you met her. She was the loudest one at the Black Sugar Cake Retreat. It was her birthday.
At the brown sugar cake retreat. Oh yes, you were the birthday girl. Yes, hey girl. That's right.
Shun Sweet Treat says, yes, come on with the doctored up cake mix.
Yes.
What cake mix? What y'all talking about?
What cake mix? You know, people always like to say, my cakes are made with the freshest ingredients. These eggs came from God's chicken's butt crack. You know, they're amazing. Alicia's like, what are you talking about? They're amazing. But those be the same people who are in the McDonald's line, okay?
Preach.
Don't let that shit fool you, all right? They be the same ones talking about, these fries taste amazing. These greasy-ass fries. This preservative food that I shop for, okay? Not everything always has to be straight from scratch. Because it can still taste good from a box mix. Great. Use the freshest eggs from God's chicken's butt crack. Whatever. And what I'm saying is it's God's chicken. Like he owns the chicken and it's the chicken's butt crack. I don't know if anybody picked up on that. But anyways.
Mocha Joyce Cake says she was the one with the Tina Belcher glasses. And then Sugar is Sweet says, hey, beautiful. And then Shun Sweets is laughing at you.
Oh, because I'm explaining about God's chicken's butt crack and people and she's like, this is stupid.
And Mocha Joy Cake is saying that she was the one at the Brown Sugar Cake Retreat.
I don't remember the glasses. I don't remember the glasses.
But hey, girl.
But hey, I'm like trying to dig deep. Like glasses? I can't remember. I remember the birthday thing because I remember. I think the birthday girl won something. I feel like that. That's what that was. That's what I remember. That's why I think she screamed. Or we were going down birthdays whose birthdays were close. Something like that. I can't remember. Look, I just have to. I know I should move on to the next one.
But being who you are.
But being who I am, I have to make this one perfect. But don't worry, we're going to make the other ones perfect too, but maybe not on camera. This Jolly Rancher, it's not even just the Jolly Rancher, like even this watermelon extract from Lorraine, it's really good. Like, really good. I didn't think it was going to be this good because I'm not a watermelon girl. Like, yeah, maybe in the summer if I'm hot, I got a whole watermelon or something like that I'm eating, or a slice of watermelon, but I'm not a watermelon girl. Like, I don't do watermelon Kool-Aid. Like, I don't want it in my smoothie.
We like artificial flavors when
Right.
it comes to watermelon and grape.
Right.
That's where we're at.
But I'm about to pump this cake up. You understand? Me and him about to go on our third date together. And do some things. Okay.
Mocha Joyce Cake says, I like Butts Tina's sweater at Brown Sugar Cake Retreat.
I like what?
Butts. No.
She had a sweater on.
Yes.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Oh, is she talking about on the Are you talking about when we did the It was the first night, everybody, it was like the meet and greet night, the happy hour. Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know yet. Hold on 1 second.
Because if we're talking about anything from that night, if y'all saw me, I don't remember nothing. Not from that night. I'm getting buttercream all over the place.
She said, right.
Yeah, okay. I remember very few things from that night. I don't know if anybody saw me. I was a Christmas tree. And I was dousing down lemon drops all night. Alright, I'm gonna be happy with this. I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm gonna let it go. We just can't. We don't have that type of time for it. We just gotta let it go.
I think you better let it go.
Let it go. Oh, I thought we were still doing that.
Looks like another cake TKO, basically.
Looks like another TKO. There you go. Alright, so we're just gonna clean this up.
It really smells like Jolly Ranchers.
Right? It just smells so good. I just want to eat it. I just want to eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. No, I'm about to eat it. Show 'em how.
So I have a question.
I gotta make my own theme music. What's your question?
Why are the smaller cakes so much more difficult than the larger ones?
Because they don't have enough like side to them to hold themselves up. Like if the fact that they are so tiny and so small, there's nothing on the outer sides of them like keeping them up. So of course they wouldn't be jerk offs and like wobble around and stuff like that. And then now you're stuck trying to figure out what the hell you're gonna do because you decided to make 4-inch cake. And that's why I don't make 4-inch cakes. We gotta make this look like watermelon.
It's a spot in the front that needs to be.
Yeah, that's gonna be the
Oh,
back.
okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna make that one the back.
So and this is when she gives you her speech about how she's not a baker and how she's an artist.
I hate you.
You say that like every time.
Do I?
So often.
So what we're gonna do is just make this look a little more watermelon-y by using some green food gel coloring, right? And all I'm doing is going around. If we get cut off, just want you guys to know I really appreciate everyone joining in today and being a part of today's Fake It With Me. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on my YouTube so that way you can watch the replay. If you miss anything, in the description of this video on my YouTube will be the tool list. So that way I don't leave you hanging, and you can click on those links and go to them, and that way you can shop them, so that way you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home.
We have 10 more minutes.
I got 10 more minutes, child. Listen, we're going to do this coconut cake. I got to do this creamsicle cake. But we're going to finish this watermelon one live. Is it looking? Okay, it's looking like something. I literally have that song in my head.
I'm
now.
sorry.
If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, make sure you hit me up in the DM. Make sure you guys check out my Fix It Friday one. On the 4th of this month, it's going to be like really cute and lovely and amazing, and we're going to have a good old time like we always do. And I'm still looking for theme music, like outro music, intro music. If you're not doing it already, make sure you're following me on Instagram at yes_ma'am_sweets. Check out my classes on the website, morecakewym.com. Oh, also, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Oh, see, I'm always rushing. Okay, so we're going to do this watermelon really quick. Hold on. Because if you guys go to my Patreon page, what I have there is a picture tutorial that I did for you guys for a pineapple upside down cake. Okay? If you want to see how I make my pineapple upside down cake, let me go grab it in the freezer so you guys can see how delicious it looks. I'll be right back. Let me tell you, this cake is so good. All this is, if you're wanting to know what, that's just crystal sugar. It is so good, all right? If you want to know how to make a pineapple upside down cake, you can cut these out into little circles. You can make them as tiny or as big as you want to make them. It starts off another base of a box mix. Again, the same box mix, the vanilla white mix from Betty Crocker. Go right ahead to my Patreon page. You can get access to that at my website, morecakewym.com. Go to the website. You'll see my YouTube channel. You'll see my tutorials. You'll see my shop, my classes. You'll see my Patreon. Go to my Patreon, check it out, and you'll get access to that. Yeah. Isn't this cute?
Super cute.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely?
So now that's going to be in my head.
Right.
Thanks.
I'm going to go ahead and frost the other ones. And we'll also record that one and add that to the end of this one. So that way when you watch the replay, you can see how I frosted those. And yeah. I really appreciate all you guys. What am I missing? Okay, the Patreon. So you can go here and find this cake, what is pineapple upside down cake. We did a watermelon cake, a creamsicle cake, and a coconut cake. I'm gonna decorate these. Oh, check out _habitual hustler Instagram. If you guys want to get anything from their website, you can get 10% off using morecake10. And what else? I want you all to have a beautiful Thursday night. And I really appreciate and love every single one of you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Check out my YouTube tutorial. I love you all.
Also, if you guys are like making any of these recipes, make sure you take a picture, tag Jelena in your picture so we can see your awesome creations and your take on whatever, things that we do. So
exactly.
Since we're all artists.
We're all artists. Listen, I'm here to teach you bakers on how to be an artist. All right? Why I also teach you some baking tips. You're welcome. Now, definitely hook me up, tag me in them so I can repost them. Would love to see your take on what I've created here. If you make a cake look like a watermelon. My hand just fell in there. If you make the cake look like a watermelon and orange or whatever with these flavors, please by all means tag me in it so I can repost you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Love you. Have a great night. Bye. Hey, okay, so we finished with the live and now we're just recording. And I wanted to show you guys how I was going to frost and decorate these two. So that way you guys can get the full effect. Again, this is the orange creamsicle cake. Ooh, this is not the orange creamsicle cake. This is the coconut cake. Hold on one second. While you guys check out the recipe for the orange creamsicle cake. Alrighty. This is the orange creamsicle cake. Ooh, child, we just almost had a whole coconut orange thing situation happening. Alright, so I'm just going to do a final coat with this. Of this amazing buttercream I made. I never ever made orange buttercream before. The only thing orange I made was an orange blossom cheesecake. And I don't eat cheesecake, so I never knew what that tasted like, but it smelled good. And I'm really excited about this cake. Because this one smells so good. And it's so perfect. And the color is amazing. If you wanted to make it more orange, that's fine. I like keeping it this creamy looking orange because obviously it's a orange creamsicle cake. Okay, we're just gonna put all this up on it. When I tell you this little trick of putting a dowel or a straw down the middle for small cakes, it helps so much. You get more control. You set your cake in the freezer so it can chill. Now your cake is nice and stiff. It helps a lot. we're just gonna try to straighten this up as much as we can. Gosh, it just smells so good. I'm not from Florida, but I lived in Florida for like 20 plus years. The smell of oranges turns me on. I love it. You don't understand how much I love it. I love it.
It kind of reminds me of like the sun kiss.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Gotta be cute, decorated with a little leaf.
Right?
Like an orange leaf. Yep.
See, the cake is not heavy enough and it keeps getting up. Okay. Scrape this nice and smoothly. Oh, it's moving. There we go. This one's definitely more straighter than the watermelon one. So this one won't be so hard. Fill in some of these empty spots. Make her look even more perfect. Now she's gonna be a bit scratchy only because it has orange zest in it. It also has like the chunks of oranges in it. So don't think that it's not going to be like this. Like this is how it's going to look because of what's in it. But you can try your best to make it as smooth as you possibly can. Okay with that. We're just gonna fix some of these other parts and then do the top and cut that off. Oh God, yeah, this has never happened to me before. I've never had frosted a cake where my mouth is watering the entire time I'm frosting it. And I'm literally rushing so that way I can eat it afterwards.
Yeah, as you go around, I'm getting whiffs of like orange.
I love how I made this buttercream. I really do. I'm glad that we picked up a couple of oranges and added that in. It just adds to the divineness of this cake. And I love seeing like the little speck of orange in it. It makes it look even 10 times better. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this off. Where'd that go? Oh, let me grab the scissors. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna cut off and I don't know why I look like it's painful, but it's not. Okay, there it goes. Boom. Cut off. Now let's smooth this out. And cover up this. Now you can pull the straw out if you want to, or you can leave it in. There's no harm in leaving it in. I'm going to leave it in because the cake is so tiny. I want to make sure it has some sort of stability on the inside of it. Okay, just one more time. Clean off the sides. You always want to clean off your spatula and your scraper because anything left on your spatula is just going to go right on the cake. It's easier just to get rid of it. And now we're gonna take some buttercream we have in a piping bag and just do some nice big dollops. Yummy. Look at that. And now we're gonna actually zest some lime. No, zest some orange on the top of this. So let me grab the orange. Let me grab the zester for you guys. All right, so we're gonna zest some orange on here just so we can have like a little bit of sprinkle effect. You know what I mean? All right, so this is a zester. You get this at your local grocery store, and this is an orange. Smells like an orange. Some of this. You know, it's like when you're making fettuccine and you want to put some cheese. That's what I feel like right
Where
now.
the accent come from today?
Right. Some mozzarella.
Oh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm. Just adds to a little more of a decor.
So
that little pop of orange so people know what's in there. Right? You could even cut up some orange swirls. Do like a little swirl to them.
Talk about fresh ingredients.
Right. Right.
You saw
Okay.
that there? You
Right.
saw that? Okay.
Don't let them tell you that you don't bake from scratch with all the perfect ingredients, okay? Because we do. All right?
And it's organic.
And it's organic. So we got some real, actual fruit flavors in here. Perfect. Look at that. Oh my God. I just love you. I just love you.
Are you cheating on watermelon?
Listen, I love watermelon, but I feel like my main boo. This is my main boo.
Y'all hear that watermelon?
Right, watermelon. He's tucked away in the freezer right now, so he don't know. Well, he don't know won't hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what they say? Ain't that what y'all kids
And
say
she's
these
about
days?
to cheat on watermelon
Oh,
and orange
Legit, I'm about to get it on
creamsicle.
right here, okay? All right, so now we're done with this one. So let's grab the coconut one, frost that bad boy up, and then I can show you guys a little extra that we're gonna add to it too. So I'm gonna take this. Now, if you guys want to know how to make this, make sure you screenshot or look in the description below, because now you're watching the YouTube tutorial. Look in the description below for all the links of the ingredients that we use for this. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna take this, move this out of the way, grab this, and this. Alrighty, so now let's grab a napkin to wipe off the orange. Perfect. We're gonna move this over to the side. Alrighty, so now let's get our coconut cake ready. Alrighty, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do a little crumb coat on it. I mean a final coat, because we already have the crumb coat. Now she got a little bit of lean, but that's okay. She's still gonna taste good. But we just wanna finish her off. The reason why I set my cakes in the freezer is so they can be nice and chilled while I work on the other ones. You can set it in the fridge as soon as you do your final coat on them. I don't like setting cakes in the fridge when they're just plain cakes or when they just have a crumb coat on them. It can dry out your cake. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. When you put something in the freezer, it'll freeze it, but it always defrosts afterwards. And all that moisture makes your cake still soft and delicious. Even adds a little more extra moisture to it. When you put it in the fridge, it completely dries it out. No saving it, can't go back, it's dead. So I avoid the fridge. When you cover it with fondant, that's when I really like to also put them in the fridge. Because that barrier, that dry coldness won't get to your cake. So your cake will still be moist. We gotta make this cake look like it ain't leaning. Let's hook it up. Oh, this coconut smells so good. Oh, like I said before, if you guys ever make this and you want to add some chocolate to it, please use the Ferrero Rocher chocolate in between each layer. That would be so divine. And then maybe drizzle some chocolate off the top, like the chocolate drips. It would be so good. I made that cake once before. I made a coconut cake with the Ferrero Rocher once before. That was a long time ago. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Let's just make sure I get you a little closer so buttercream doesn't go flying everywhere. It's so soft. This buttercream is so soft. Like even frosting it, it's literally like butter. It's not even, it doesn't feel like it's whipped or anything. It's just like so smooth, silky. I love her. She's a her.
Okay, please.
So watermelon is definitely a he. Definitely a he. I don't know why. I'm just getting like
Some
he
masculine vibes.
Right,
from
this masculine like, and then he has like this Spanish accent. You know,
ma'am.
like, I don't know,
Ma'am.
like he's watermelon. Like I feel like that's
I feel like I'm watching a novella.
right. Like,
Why are we doing
that's
this?
the vibe I'm getting from him. I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever like name your cakes. I always name my cakes. Like my cakes always have some sort of name to them, and they're always some like Zimbabwe, South American, European name because I'm hella extra. And,
Nothing simple.
Right, and they have to like be unique. And I mean, my children's name is, my son is Aimis Elijah Dantes Raepen. I'm not a simple girl, okay? I like it complex. Alrighty, so let me cut off this straw. I did it again. I put the scissors somewhere. Every time. There they are. I found them. Okay, so let's cut this out. Alrighty, boom. Done. I'll wash you later. We gotta take care of this because she's like, hello. The little trick is you just add more buttercream on this side.
Ah.
And then it looks nice and straight. That's the little trick.
That was for free, y'all.
Yeah, that was for free. You guys don't. If you guys aren't following me on YouTube, please subscribe and please hit the notification bell down below, because that way you get notified when I upload, so you don't miss anything. Because, you know, we all have busy lives. We all be doing stuff. Sometimes you want to see some of your favorite YouTubers out there. You know, me. And if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are. It's right here on the screen. At yes_ma'am_sweets. Okay. Oh, I just need to hurry up. I just want to eat these already. Like, I just want to try every single one of them. Like, we have scrap cake. Like, I just want to put buttercream on all the scrap cake. Delicious. Fill this little hole in. Perfect. She's looking a little more straighter.
Yeah, I can see
She don't
it.
look like she's trying us. Now, if you think I'm not in love with the coconut like I am with the creamsicle and Mr. Watermelon, trust me, I am. My mouth is equally salivating at the thought of eating this. But just wait, because there's more. Now, again, earlier I told you guys how you can go to my Patreon and check out, if she would just stop moving, check out my pineapple upside down cake recipe and how I created that. You can check out that Patreon tutorial. It's a picture tutorial. You see the link right here, or you just click on the one in the description below. You can also check that out. You're going to want to, because that cake is amazing. I was eating it. I made 2 of them, and I was just eating them up yesterday. Okay. so smooth. It's so smooth. Like, just like, smooth.
Oh, it is.
Right?
Like doing her thing, which is
Right?
like, I'm gonna straighten up. I'm gonna act
Here,
right.
come zoom in on this. Come zoom in on this smoothness happening. Look at this, just smooth and soft and clean and perfect. Oh gosh, oh, she's my white knight. That's what I'm gonna call her. This is my white knight.
She's so pretty.
She is pretty. So I'm gonna clean her up a little bit, tighten her up, put a little spandex on her. Looking a little loose. Looking real loose right now.
She's been eating too many carbs.
Right.
So.
You gotta help her. Help a sister out. Okay, there's that spot. Alright. I'm okay. We're just gonna get that spot. I'm not gonna try to be perfect. Okay? Every time it takes me even longer because I sit here and I'm like, well, I gotta make this perfect. I'm not gonna try to be perfect. Y'all know I can do perfect cakes. That's not the point. So I'm really talking to myself at this point. I'm trying to talk myself out of like adding more buttercream and more buttercream. Just get over it, Jelena. It'll be okay.
She's adding more buttercream.
Right, and as I'm saying it, I just keep adding more buttercream.
I'm gonna leave her alone, I promise.
Okay, so do this scrape and see what she's looking like. All right, so let's clean up this top a little bit. Oh, crumbs. There's coconut crumb in there. Okay. I want to spread it to the
It's
edge.
so smooth.
It is. It is so smooth. This is the baby's ass right here, okay? If you don't know that expression, it's smooth like a baby's ass. It's probably not funny when I have to explain it. I'm so lame. I'm such a lame person. Okay, she's getting there. Just trying to make her look a little presentable. She's showing all her shit. Like, girl, pick your titties up. It's all falling out. Okay. She's still got a little lean, but that's okay. That's fine. Flavor-wise, she ain't gonna disappoint me. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I am. Oh my God, I am. Because she's falling. She's falling. Listen, you can't fall. She's falling. You can't fall. Not before I take a photo of you. Just wait a second. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna hold her up like this.
Yeah, we can like put something under there, maybe.
Just gonna hold her like this. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this beautiful. It smells so good. It smells so good. I wish there was shrimp in this, or covered in shrimp. So this is toasted coconut that I toasted myself. All I did was put it on a sheet pan and put it in the oven for maybe 5 minutes or so. You don't want to go any more than that because then you'll super burn it. Okay? And it just makes your house smell delicious. It really does. So I'm going to put some of these on around. I guess I didn't have to spend all that time trying to make it smooth. Yeah, I definitely need to put something under this. Like, hello. I'm grabbing at anything. Oh, she's okay right now. I'm just going to put some coconut going up. So we're just putting coconut all on this beautiful child here. Oh, she's just beautiful and delicious and amazing. So this cake is coconut on top of coconut on top of coconut, boo. She's like perfect. You're perfect. You have to whisper these little sweet nothings to them.
You have to give your cake self-esteem.
Right, you do, because let me tell you, she don't got a lot of self-esteem because she's falling apart right now, child. She is falling apart. We just have to do some tossing. There we go. Help her out a little bit. Oh my god, so good. Trying to find crumbs anywhere I can pick them up at. Just want to kind of get this covered. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we're gonna do some dollops. What is this? Actually, we're gonna do something I've never done before. Let's practice for a second. Okay, that was enough practicing.
It smells so good.
Look at me, like I know what I'm doing. Look at me, I can work at Publix, child.
Give your professional speech.
I'm a professional. Okay? I know what I be doing. All right, so now I'm going to stick this in the freezer because homegirl is like, I am falling down. All right, and then I'm just going to take the watermelon out because I'm a professional. I got to take the watermelon out because I am stressed out about it a little bit. Just want to like touch up on him.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I mean, yes, I did. So I'm going to stick this in the freezer. Check out the recipes for the watermelon at the beginning of this because we no longer have that shown here. All right, because I'm having like nightmares about this baby here, I just want to kind of clean him up a little bit. I want the stripes to be, I don't know, a little more sexy. I mean, he's watermelon. He's sexy. He's beautiful. He turned French all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. So we're just going to put some buttercream. Yeah. Now, before I did these stripes ahead of time, I think it's best to set your cake in the freezer, let it chill for a couple minutes, and then do the stripes. I think that you'll get a better result and a better stripe out of it. You know what I do have? I do have some dark green buttercream. I think I should use that. What do you think?
For your stripes?
Yeah, like putting them up.
Yeah. I think that would add like more texture to it too.
Yeah. So let me go get that. Okay. Dark green. Like, it's super dark green. Like, it even got darker. Like, look how pretty that green is.
Oh.
Right? I'm glad I didn't end up using it at the time I needed it. And I'm waiting because now it's like even richer and more like velvety, velcro-y, green amazingness. So I think I'm gonna now use this. And this isn't a watermelon flavor, but you can go ahead and flavor this watermelon color. And I'm just going to go up. I want it to look like a watermelon. You like this better? Yeah, me too.
Yep. Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah. Y'all don't be asking me what I be doing, okay? I just be making up shit. We just making this up as we go. There was too much green there. he's speaking to me. I mean, he was talking sweet nothings to me before, but I mean, now he got my panties off, child.
Now you listening.
Right.
You got me. You got me. Yeah. I like this better.
Give it a little more texture so it's not so flat. Watermelons have those lines, like they making noises. You be screaming. I don't know why this specific live this week is so damn sexual. I've just fallen in love with these cakes. I'm sorry. If you're wondering how we got this dark green buttercream, child, trial and error, I couldn't even tell you how. We put a whole mess of different greens in with this. I think that's good. I love him.
I do too.
Isn't he great? I just feel like he's perfect. He smells good. All right, we're gonna cut into these cakes and try them. If you want any of these recipes, again, just go in the description below. You're gonna see all the recipes. You can also see where you can go and purchase any of these tools, any of these supplies. And yeah, again, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out my Patreon, check out my website, check out my Instagram, check me out everywhere. I'm just everywhere, child. I'm everywhere. I appreciate all of you guys showing up and showing out like you always do on my Fake It With Me's on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys. I'm Juliana from More Cake Badass at Art, and I'm a professional.